Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl and this is Your Journey Yoga. Welcome to my channel. I'm excited to have you here today. Just a nice gentle stretch to get you motivated for wherever you are in the day. Sometimes we have this afternoon slump, or maybe we have a morning where we need a little bit of a kick in the pants to get us going. This is just a nice gentle flow that'll get your head in a good space, get your body moving, blood flowing, and the energy flowing. So we're going to start today in child's pose. We're going to take a moment in our child's pose to just get our thoughts together. Bringing those sit bones back towards your heels and just walking your hands out. So as I say getting our thoughts together, that just means kind of clearing your head. Setting the tone for being present. There is a true gift in being present in the moment. And as we sit into our child's pose, what do you notice? What do you feel? Are you stiff today, tight today, or are you feeling pretty good? Regardless of what it is, let your body and the messages it's giving you guide you today with your breath. Let go of your ego. Check in and let go. Extending those arms out nice and long, we're going to inhale it up to a modified high plank, shoulders right over those fingertips. And then exhale, press it back to child's pose once again. We're going to glue our hands to the mat. Inhaling it back, modified plank. And exhale it to child's pose. Let's do that once more. Inhaling it up, exhaling it back. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands to the right, reach to your left fingertips. Press your hips to the left and relax the weight of your upper body down. Each breath, each step of the way, checking in. Noticing as we move from pose to pose. Inhale, lift, walk it back through center, and then over to the left. How your body's just starting to let go. Reaching through those right fingertips, press your hips to the right, and just relax the weight of the upper body down. Melting into a place where the body's ready to go. We're not forcing things. Definitely feeling all the different feels. Giving ourselves permission to let go of tension and to truly be present right here. No to-do lists here, just breathing. We inhale it back to center. Let's inhale it up to modified plank, shoulders right over those fingertips, and then just gently drift your hips down towards the mat as you lift your gaze upward, rolling those shoulders back to our cobra. Core strong. We level it back out into our modified plank. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. Those feet are hip width apart. Hands are shoulder width. Just checking in. That first down dog feels so good. Let's alternate bending knees. Just walk it out. It can feel challenging, but hopefully it feels good. Movement, guys, is like medicine. It's just like magic. It's so great. Keeps that body happy and healthy. Keeps the mind sharp and present. As you exhale, let both heels gently sink, and we inhale it to high plank. Exhaling it back to your down dog. Inhaling it to high plank. Exhaling it back to down dog, shifting your weight to your left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Toes are slightly turned off. Bring that back knee to the mat. Keep your toes tucked under and just feel that nice stretch in the foot, in the calf. Gently untuck the toes. Breathe. Coming down onto that left hand, right hand to the inside of your knee, and give it a gentle press away as you turn and look out over your right shoulder. Inhale, come back to center, bringing that knee back in. Let's walk that foot in between those hands, one hand on either side of your foot. As you exhale, begin to gently press your sit bones back. As you lift those right toes, square the pelvis, and draw your nose down towards your knee. Now it's still a little early, so just checking in, inhaling it back to center, bending that right knee, transitioning that weight forward, and exhale, press it back, straightening that right leg. Toes pointing straight to the sky. There's this tendency to roll the toes out to the right. Toes to the sky, inhaling it back to center. We place the hands to the top of that right thigh, leaning in, stretching all the way down the front of that left leg, extending left arm out, lift it high, arch it back. A little or a lot. And then a little lean to the right. Stability. That beautiful stretch, inhaling it up nice and tall. Flow forward, hand on either side of your foot. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend. Right toes up. Add a flex of that right foot and a bend of the right knee. Draw your heel toward your bottom. If it feels good to you, come down onto your left forearm and slowly take your gaze out underneath your right arm. Find your breath. Bringing your gaze back towards that left big toe, coming back up to the palms of the hands. Extend that right leg once again, and let's sweep that right knee through, foot to the inside. We come to our pigeon pose, lifting the chest. You are welcome to come over onto that right hip if that feels better to you. And just breathe. We circle that left arm out, around and up tall. We turn to look back out over that left shoulder, left fingertips, just reaching back towards that left leg. We circle that left arm back up and over, hand on either side of your foot. Come over onto that right hip, left leg sweeps around, crossing that left foot up and over the right leg. Right arm wraps around, elbow right around the outside of the knee. Sit up as tall as you can sit. And once again, turn your gaze out towards the back, working to get both sit bones towards the mat, looking out over that left shoulder. And as we pull that left knee in, oh my gosh, that left hip, left glute feels so good. And then slowly release that rotation. Place your right hand behind you. Return back of the left arm along the inside of the knee. And we look out over that right shoulder. Breathe. Just got a nice little crack in my back. That felt good. Little self-adjustments are always, always, always so nice. Breathe. And gently release. We sweep that left leg back around to our pigeon, tucking the back toes. Lift your hip, sweep it back. Right leg to the sky. And gently release it down to down dog. We inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile. Press it through, up dog. And exhale to down dog. We shift our weight to our right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot to the outside of your left hand. Back knee comes down. Keep those toes tucked under just for a moment. Breathe. Stretching through the toes, through the arch of the foot. And then gently untuck those toes. Shift your weight to that right hand, left hand to the inside of your left knee, and gently press it away. Turning and looking out over that left shoulder. Find your breath. Releasing that left hand to the mat, drawing that left knee back in. Let's heel toe that left foot in. Hand on either side of your foot. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, press those sit bones back, lifting those left toes, square the pelvis, and draw your nose towards your knee. Mindful of the position of those toes. Keep them pointing straight up towards the ceiling. Inhale, transition your weight forward. Lengthening, heavy hips, good stretch down the front of that right leg. And as you exhale, sit it back. Left toes lift. Square the pelvis, nose towards your knee. Inhale it back. Transitioning that weight forward, left knee bends. We bring the hands to the top of that left thigh and lean in. Our crescent lunge. Extending right arm out. Lift it high. Arch it back. Breathe. A little lean to the left, only if that feels good to you. Inhaling it back to center. And flow forward. Hand on either side of your foot. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend left leg to the sky. Add a flex of your foot and a bend of that left knee. Draw your heel towards your bottom. Breathe. Once again, extending that left leg, and let's sweep that left knee through. Foot to the inside to our pigeon pose. And again, you are welcome to come over onto that left hip if you like. Breathe. Extending right arm out, lift it high, circle it all the way up and over, reaching down towards that back leg, just gazing out right along the shoulder. Inhale, circle that right arm back up and over. Come over onto that left hip. Sweep your right leg around, wrapping that left foot to the outside of the knee, wrapping that left elbow around the knee, and sit up nice and tall. Let's turn and take our gaze out over that right shoulder. Both sit bones working to be on the mat. And just breathe. That right hip saying thank you. My lower back saying thank you. Slowly releasing that rotation, placing that left hand behind you, right arm along the inside of the knee, and give it a gentle press away as you look out over your left shoulder. Really just working to stay sitting up as tall as you can and feel that resistance. That right knee is kind of pressing against the back of that right arm so that you're not just flaring that knee out to the side, staying strong. Really working on that rotation through the spine. We slowly release that rotation and sweep that right leg around once again. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, sweep it back, and extend left leg to the sky. And gently release it down to down dog. We inhale it to high plank. Slow and steady, let's take it all the way down to the ground. Tummy comes down, tops of the feet to the mat, forehead and nose to the mat, extending your arms out to a T. We pull that right hand in right by the chest, lifting that right leg, rolling to your left side, bending the right knee, placing the sole of the foot behind you, side of the head to the mat, stretching through the front of that left shoulder and through the chest. Breathe. What else do you notice? Where are those stretches happening? Make sure your body says, yes, this is a good place to be. And then slowly we roll it back to center. Little lift for the chest if you need to. And extend right arm out, left hand in, lifting your left leg. Roll to the front of that right shoulder, bending that left knee, sole of the foot to the mat. And just a gentle press away. And slowly we release it back, a little lift to that chest if you need to. Pull both hands right in next to your chest. And slowly begin to lift as high as you wish to come in your cobra. Making sure that we still have a neck. There's oftentimes we kind of sink into those shoulders. Roll those shoulders back, and if you like, lift your gaze. Stretching all the way down the front of the body. Slowly we level, bending the elbows, a little push back to child's pose. Finding your breath, quieting it down. And let's slowly walk those hands up, coming up to a tabletop position. Knees are hip width, hands are shoulder width, shoulders right over those fingertips. Take a big breath in, lowering the belly, lifting the chest and the sit bones. Cow pose. Exhale and hollow the tummy and chest. Lift your spine, tuck your chin. Let's do 2 more of those, just moving at your pace, your breath. And 1 more. And come back to that neutral spine. Let's have a seat and bring those legs around in front of us. Let's find a comfortable place and sit up nice and tall, pressing those palms down towards the ground. Crown of the head reaching up just as high as you can. Feel that gentle pull of those shoulders down and away, that space between the earlobes and the shoulders. Close your eyes, and as you exhale, bring the chin down towards your chest. Inhale, head up nice and tall, and as you exhale, lean your head to the right. Press your left palm down. Inhale, head up nice and tall, and then exhale, gently lean your head to the left, and press that right palm down towards the ground. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Turn and look out over your left shoulder. Little nod of the chin up and down, just a couple times. Just checking in with that cervical spine. And bring it back to center. And out over that right shoulder, far as you can turn your head. A little nod, yes. And back to center. Reach it up and sway 2 times, side to side. Doesn't matter which direction you feel like going first. Oh, just make them big. Taking it up and over, that lateral movement with the spine, so important. Just working that spine in all directions, keeping it loose, flexible, strong, and healthy. 1 more time. Let's take it over. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, pull those elbows back and down. Open your chest. Oh my gosh, look up. Inhale, reach and release. Let's do that very same thing with the other leg in front. Cross. Press those palms down. As you exhale, chin comes down towards the chest. I hope whatever's in front of you for the rest of the day is full of goodness, smiles, learning, a little bit of silliness. We all need silliness. Rolling the head to the right, right ear over that right shoulder. Pressing that left palm down towards the ground. Continuing to learn, continuing to challenge ourselves, taking time to enjoy the day, and taking some time to just breathe. Rolling the chin back down towards the chest, and we roll it to the left. Still getting those neck stretches, pressing that right palm down. And roll it back to center. Lifting that head nice and tall, and as you exhale, turn and look out over your right shoulder. Yep, let's give it a little nod, yes. A couple times. And bring it back through center, and that out over that left shoulder. Little nod, yes, just a couple times. And bring it back to center. Inhale, reach, and we sway 2 times each side. Again, doesn't matter which way you go first. Just reach it up as high as you can, and then sink in. That big long stretch down the side of your body. Releasing toxins, stretching. Oh, it just feels good. 1 more time. My friends, I cannot tell you how much it means to me to have you join me. I hope. Let's give 1 more pull back that your day is just absolutely as incredible as you are. Inhale, reach. Pull those hands to heart center. We're going to take just a moment. Let those hands rest on the tops of the knees. Sit up nice and tall. Index finger and thumb come to rest if that feels okay to you. Otherwise, just find a comfortable place for your hands to rest. With those eyes gently closed, our jaw soft, We take a few good deep breaths in and out. We take just a moment, and in that beautiful mind of yours, I want you to think of one thing that you are grateful for today. Hopefully you have a multitude of things to choose from, people to choose from. Just one. Pick one. And with that grateful heart, we take on the rest of the day. May you find love and peace in your heart and your mind. Health and strength in your body. May you give more than you take. Let's gently pull those hands to heart center. Open those beautiful eyes, and a humongous thank you for joining me today. Be well, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I always look forward to the next time we get to be together. Until then, my friend, namaste.